can hear it any screen.
Spirit. It's everywhere. Are we able to communicate with them? What can they teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEttte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEttte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. Now, your host of School Through Spirit, DeEttte Renee.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is DeEttte Renee, your host here on School Through Spirit with WLTK-DB. This is a show, it's a radio show to explore different people's lives, their journeys, and how spirit has impacted that. Now, I do speak to a person, or I do speak of a topic usually every Monday morning that spirit gives to me. And then I go on to speak to a guest. But this week is different because today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And I am bringing Miss Missy Hart on. Perfect day for Missy, and we're doing live readings. Now, I need you to do something for me this week. I need you to this week and every other week going forward. I need you to start sharing this. Okay. I need you to start sharing this. Never asked you to do that before, but you know what they say, sharing is caring, right? So how do we get the message out to the people? If you're liking what I'm talking about, if you're liking the readings, if you like the guests, share it. Share it onto your pages. Like it. If you're not watching the live, that's fine. I want you in the comments, do hashtag replay. Let me know you're watching. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know what kind of guests, or if you have guests that you want to hear from. I'll do my best to get them on here. Who knows, But this week, and as always, I want to let you know, you can find this so many different ways. And I'll tell you what, I was told, good morning, Lenice. I think that's good morning, Lenice. Oh my God, she might have been. I'm learning to put screens up everywhere. Oh yeah, good morning, Lenice. Oh my God, good morning, Star. And Andrea, good morning. Nice to see you again. Good morning, Joe and Lisa. Oh my gosh, everybody, thank you. But please do me a favor, start sharing this. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. Happy Valentine's Day, Star. I really want you guys to start sharing this. Let's get the messages out. Let's just take this viral. You know what I mean? Let's take this viral. Let's see where we can take this, because you know what? The more, if you like it, again, everybody else might like it too, and everybody can use a good message Monday morning. Let's start Monday mornings off right. Oh my God, my mouth is behind my brain. Good morning, Elise. Good morning, Sherry. So this morning I do have Melissa. Oh my God, guys, my brain, it's Monday, isn't it? Oh my God, it's Monday. I do have Missy coming in at like 15 minutes. But so we're not going to have a big message this morning, but I felt like I really needed, hello, Pamela. I really needed to talk more about the station this morning, things of that nature, because I haven't really been on to talk to you. I need to talk to you about things that are coming up, huge things that are coming up. So the station, number one, when it comes to our shows, okay, you always can go to the station, which is www.WLTK-DB.com, and watch us there. Watch us there every single time. It's a great way. That's how the producer finds out, more numbers, more accurate numbers for the station. Me, myself, I'm like, catch it anywhere. Catch it anywhere. Now, you can go to the station for replays also, okay? Other places you can find this, YouTube. We're streaming live right now on YouTube. Facebook, you're streaming live on the station page, which is the WLTK-DB. We're also streaming on my page, which is my professional page, public figure page, which is the DeEttte Renee Psychic Medium. Those two places we are doing it at, which is huge. I'll tell you what, you can go into archives. You can see this, oh my gosh, everywhere. And I'll tell you what, I had people this weekend tell me, oh my God, all the places they find my show. And I was so honored and so blown away by this, because I'll tell you what, I knew some of the places, because it's like, you can go to my YouTube channel. Oh, thank you, Sherry. You can go to the YouTube channel. You can go to iHeart. You can go to Spotify, Podbean. Audible, honey, I'm on Amazon Prime. Come on, there is no excuse to find this. There's no excuse not to share it because these are all amazing messages that Spirit gives. And it gives you an opportunity to give it to somebody that, hey, maybe you think needs that. I do that all the time. I'll be watching something, and next thing you know, I'm sharing it to them because I just think of somebody. With that being said, though, but remember, always put in hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. That way I know what you're doing later on, which is awesome. So I want to let you know a few things going on with the station because you know what? This station is growing. It's growing. Okay. So I'm just going to give you the lineup now versus the end of the show. So Mondays, as you know, good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, Miss Jamie. Oh, thank you for sharing in Newcastle, United Kingdom. Oh my God, thank you, Jamie. Um, so basically Mondays we start off with me, and it's School Through Spirit. I'm your host, DeEttte Renee. Tonight we have Christina Bloom, and she is Be the Change. Tomorrow we have got, and that's Tuesday, we have got Newbridge Radio, Kevin Mackey. I also have, and he's at 7 at 8 p.m. is Haunted Voices with Todd Bates and Nicole Strickland. And then we have Pete Orbea with Paranormal Pete at 10 p.m. Now, Wednesdays, oh my God, guys, Wednesdays is freaking awesome because we have a new show coming on. Two of my best ladies ever, and you know them both. So starting, I think it's March 13th. Don't quote me. I think it might be. Oh, I need to find out for sure here, guys. I'm gonna look at my calendar. So give me a second. I am super dope excited about this. No, Wednesday the 9th, March 9th, I believe is the day we start. Okay. March 9th. And if I'm wrong, I'll correct it later next week or whenever I have to. March 9th. Kelly Brickle, my numerologist, the numerologist that comes on my show, Kelly Brickle. Oh my God, this amazing lady. Yep, it's March 9th. She is starting the psychic hour at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time every Wednesday. And guess who's her first guest? Me. I get to be on Kelly's show. I am super stoked about that. And guys, we're doing readings. Psychic hour is exactly what you think it is. Psychic hour, we're doing readings for an hour on Wednesday, March 9th, at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You need to be there. Let's start her first show out right. Everybody show up that day and let's rock it out. Now, exactly later on that day on Wednesdays is my other best, which is Missy Hart. Love Missy. It's her and Nicole Ford with Over the Target at 8 p.m. Now, Thursdays, we have another new show, guys. And it's called The Realm of Darkness on at 7 p.m. It's a true crime show. For all you crime buffs out there, all you mystery people like the Who Did It people, you know who you are. Renee Rodriguez at Ashley, I don't know Ashley's last name. I apologize. I will find out later. They are doing a 7 p.m. here at WLTK-DB. And then at 8 p.m. is Afterlife Chronicles with Nicole Strickland. And then Fridays, again, we have Renee Rodriguez at 8 p.m. with Secrets Within. This is one hell of a lineup, isn't it? I'll tell you what, that is a lineup of shows. We are growing, and you know what? We have room for more. So all those times, guys, that I say, let's do this, get a voice, show up, make Todd work, because he doesn't need to sit around in his underwear all day. Do it, because we are so happy when you show up and you start a new show, because we are doing a lot of huge things to make everything a lot bigger and just really get a lot of messages out, get everything out there. So I also want to announce places that I'm going to be very soon, because I'm finding out people are like, hey, where are you? What are you doing? So I am going to let you know right now some places I'm being, like this coming weekend. Oh my God, I am so bad with knowing where I'm going to be. Thank God I have a website. I have an amazing man doing my website, keeping it up to date. So I tell him where I'm going to be, and then I forgot it. But this weekend I am in Eau Claire. I'm in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, guys. You ever wanted to see me live? Did you ever want a chance for a live reading from me? I'll tell you what, you can go to Eau Claire this weekend. That's Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Excuse me. It's the Best Western Plus in Eau Claire from 10 until 5 p.m. Yes, it's an all-day psychic wellness fair. Yes. And yes, I'm going to have a table there. Okay. So you can easily come up, sign up with me, and get a reading while you're there. But another way is I've got the gallery, guys. So you're going to be able to see me in full-on gallery mode doing readings. Thank you. And it's Ashley Moreno. So I'm just a little slow on getting those names. But I'm going to have the gallery. Okay. And that means is literally I'm going to show up. Everybody else is going to show up. It is a paid ticket to get into it, but I'm going to stand in front of an audience and kind of like talk to dead people as they walk up to me. Okay. One at a time. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? And of course, all those people are going to have somebody in the audience to talk to. They're literally showing up. It's like a 5-minute meet and greet, 6-minute meet and greet, whatever it takes, or how fast your person wants to speak to me, for me to talk to them and bring that messages through. It's an amazing experience. One, to be able to get that experience. Two, it's really awesome because I'll tell you what, it's not a guaranteed reading if you show up. I will tell you that it's not a guaranteed reading, but if you've ever been to a demonstration, one spirit can come through and give so many amazing messages to the crowd, and it's so touching and so moving for everybody that shows up. It's freaking awesome. Good morning, Miss Mandy. So that is this weekend, February 19th at the Best Western Plus in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Now I do want to tell you about the weekend after that. So I need to bring that up because you know how I am. I should probably I have it on my calendar, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as making you wait for it, right? So the weekend after that, I'm going to be in Wausau, Wisconsin. I'm going to be at the Quality Inn in Wausau, Wisconsin. That is another metaphysical fair for the day. I believe it goes from 10 until 4 that day, so it's a little bit shorter, but still, it's always amazing. Free hugs when you walk through the door. Unless you're not a huggy person, you don't have to get the hug. It is amazing. It is so amazing to show up. Both of these fairs are just so awesome. Now, I will tell you with the one in Wausau, though, it's called Mind, Body, Spirit. I will not be doing a gallery there, okay? But what I am doing is I'm doing a speech, I'm doing a topic, I'm doing a workshop, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, trust in your inner voice. Now, I've talked this one before at a workshop, and we had so much fun. It was such a blast. And it's really about, and this is the description. I wrote up the description, but I never remember them. We all have that inner voice that helps to guide us, but do you truly understand when it's talking? Not what it's saying, but when it's talking. So come listen to me as I give you tips on ways to receive the voice, and practice how to start trusting it. Okay. So those are the next 2 shows that are coming up. And by the way, that workshop is completely free. All you have to do is show up in Wausau, Wisconsin. It's freaking amazing. Excuse me. And it's just awesome. I'll tell you what, I have got so many amazing things coming on. I also want to let you know about next week's guest. It's Kim Pomeroy. She is in Eau Claire, Wisconsin is where she's at, and Kim is amazing. You're going to love Kim. Kim just opened a brand new center this weekend. I think it was this weekend. Oh my God, I'm going to mess that up. It is called Indigo Waters Holistic Therapies and Retreats, LLC. It is an amazing, amazing place. I have not been there to see it, but I've seen a lot of pictures. It's up in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. I'll tell you what, it's a place. All the pictures and everything I've heard about it is just unbelievable, rock star awesome. She's done a lot of time to put it together. And I'll tell you what, you want to show up. You want to go. Oh my God. Thank you, everybody. Andrea and Jamie and Elise for sharing this. Anybody else that feel free to share this, because as we get going, we are gonna just keep building this. And Frank, love Kelly's reading. Excited for her show. Wish Eau Claire was a bit closer. See you again live yet. Oh, and awesome. You know what? You don't want to miss. And you don't want to miss.
Looking to launch your new masterpiece? Then try something new with Moonbow Publishing and Production. At Moonbow, we have a strong desire to serve authors in a powerful and meaningful way. After all, you poured your heart and soul into your writing, and we fully understand and respect that. Remember this: you will own the copyright to your work. You will have the final say on your work before being published. Even after all of that, we've saved the best for last. We won't take a percentage sold. Nope, not a penny. Excited about MoonbowPublications.com yet? We thought so. Take advantage of our company's services like book editing, formatting, and covers, publishing, and photography. Moonbow Publishing and Productions has everything you are looking for in a company. Remember, we will not keep any commissions. We are a boutique publishing company focusing on spiritual, health and wellness, and personal growth genres. Moonbow Publications and Productions, a new kind of publishing company.
So apparently I hung up on myself, guys. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it was poof, both screens gone. But I'm back. Hopefully that doesn't happen twice. And if it does, don't worry, Missy will be here. And to do that, I do have one other announcement before I bring Missy in, because I am super stoked, super excited about this, guys. I have got a special show coming. It's a special one-time show, at least one time right now. Special show coming. It's not going to be on a Monday. I am going to have Monday morning, but March 1st, which is a Tuesday. March 1st, a Tuesday morning, I have Lisa Williams coming on. Lisa Williams, a special 1-hour show with Lisa. So I'm going to come on probably about that 9:30 or 9 o'clock time. I'm going to talk. I'm going to bring Lisa in. It's going to be an amazing show for the morning. And then we're going to be out after, I speak with her and talk to her and interview you. Now, if you don't know who Lisa is, Google now, because I'll tell you what, this is going to be rock star awesome. I am so excited that she said yes and bringing her on. And I'm going to talk about it for the next month or however many weeks it is. But March 1st, it's a Tuesday. You can still find me on the last day of February, which I believe is February 28th, but don't quote me on that. But again, March 1st, I'm special show. With that being said, I think I've said all I got to say. Let's bring in Missy. Hi. I hung up on myself.
Girl, I've done it.
Well, you want to know what's funny about that? It's your mother's fault. It's your mom's fault.
Thanks a lot, Mom.
I was booking her this morning. She said perfect. As soon as she said perfect, the whole screen went blank.
Whoops.
Your mom is powerful. Your mom is powerful.
She is.
She's powerful.
Yes.
She's one hell of a powerful woman. I'm telling you what. And I've never even met her yet. So I already see her power. She just, no more needs to be said.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be fantastic.
Oh, me too. You don't even know. I'm excited and I'm nervous, but that's okay. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Nervous.
I'm
Never
always
nervous. It's just in that space where I can't read my mom.
Yeah, I get it.
It's hard to read for your people.
You can't.
We're her Christmas gift.
I know, and I'm so blessed by that. You don't even know. I love it. I'm a Christmas gift. I may not have a Valentine's Day, but I'm a Christmas gift.
I'll be your Valentine's gift, DeEttte.
Oh, you be my Valentine's Day
Happy
gift.
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. I am so excited. I've been looking forward to today. Good morning, Miss Joy. Is that your mom? No, that's not mom. Is it?
There's two Joys.
Joy Detman is not mom.
That is not Mom.
That is not mom.
But she's friend.
She's a friend. I know you love Joy.
I love Joy.
I love it. So yeah, everybody, you know what? We're doing readings today, but you guys give us a couple minutes to BS because we don't get to talk very often. Mandy says, Happy Valentine's Day, Miss Missy.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Look I got a new teacup. Can you read it?
No risk, no magic.
You
Girl.
Like
Truth.
That's truth there, ain't it?
Truth.
I walked away from this cup like 3 times. I'm like, no, gotta have it. Gotta have it.
It's a good reminder.
It really is.
Those risks.
It really is, because I'm at this point in my life where, you know what? I got a lot of things going on. I'm growing. I'm reading stuff. I'm going through all this trans mediumship like classes because I really want to learn how to transbed. Well, we're already doing it, at some point,
Sure.
at some level. But I want to get really deep. I want to just go and be out. You know what I mean? Oh.
Girl, do you remember? So let's talk about this really quick because you were talking about having Lisa on, which is going to be incredible. I'm so excited for you.
I'm so excited.
Do you remember in Texas? This is where DeEttte and I met, was in Texas at this advanced psychic mediumship
Good morning,
course
Nancy.
thing.
Yeah.
And they actually, do you remember that blending exercise
Oh, yeah.
that we did?
Yes.
Holy smokes. That was my first time ever doing that.
Was it? Oh, I love to blend. I was blending
Intense.
before, but that started something so much more. So much more.
Intense. I love during readings where, you know, as the things are just kind of coming to you, you'll wind up saying a phrase or something that is exactly how that person would have said it, or exactly what they would have said.
Yes.
But the blending, I had a really interesting experience with that. And I actually blended with Richard's grandmother.
Did you really?
I did. It was crazy.
Richard? Oh my God. Oh, UK Richard?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool. That had to have been an experience.
It was. It was.
You know, that had to have been an experience. I'll tell you what. I've been having more readings lately. And I don't know if you have these, but Spirit gives you lessons from the other side.
Every time.
You know, no, I mean, like, tells you, dude, no, you got to listen up because I've been doing this longer than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to do this for your girls. You know what I mean? And that has been happening to me lately. And I'm like, what? Wait a second. Am I not good enough? And they're like, no, you just need to do better. You just need to do better. I'm like, I thought I was doing pretty good. They're like, no, here's a lesson for you. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
girl, I will say something and literally like it'll fly out of my mouth and I write. When I'm doing readings, I scribble on paper.
Okay.
And I mean, people get like a book by the end of the session. It's like pages and pages long stuff.
Wow.
And I will literally flip to a different page and write it down for myself because I know that was for me. And it's one of the most incredible things to me, the alignment of readings.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love that. You know, and it's so funny because this just happened. I'm not going to say who I was reading for. It was for a dear friend. I'm not sure if you know her anyway, but I was reading for this weekend. And one of her family members came through and literally told me that I was doing really good, which she's not a lady that was for really good compliment. I mean, if you got a compliment from this woman, it was like, it was a compliment. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was really honored for that. And I could feel, and I didn't know her in life, but it was that feeling. I just knew it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she went on to show me things that I would be doing in the future. And I'm like, whoa, I'm supposed to be reading for your daughter, not for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, you're together. You're together doing this. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm tag teaming. You know what I mean? So it was really awesome.
That's incredible.
I just love it. I just love it.
Yeah. The alignment and the way that they shove through the messages and all of that stuff. I'm just never not amazed at this work and what it brings and the peace it brings and the healing it brings and the, I don't know.
It's everything, isn't it?
It is.
It's just incredible. It's just incredible. You know? Just incredible. I've also decided I'm going to start doing more Facebook Lives. Excuse me. I don't know why. Pitafinita came last night.
It's a good idea. They're good.
Are they?
Yeah, I love them. And I mean, I don't do as many as I should, but you know, life. So I just want to explain some things, I guess, this morning. And I wasn't planning on doing this, but since we're talking about this right now, I think it's perfect. The Facebook Lives, like I would normally do them pretty regularly, and I haven't been. And a lot of that, I think things just feel odd lately. Yeah. And I'm super busy with, you know, lots of other stuff with my family and that kind of stuff. But I cannot tell you how many people I've read who just feel kind of you know, when they have this. It's a lot of hermitness going around here lately.
Yep.
Have you guys noticed that? Like you just feel like solitude. I mean, it's totally winter, so hibernation is fantastic. But that's how I feel right now. Like I'm in hibernation mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hibernation.
I feel like I'm coming out of it though. You know what I mean? I really do. I feel like I'm coming. All of a sudden last week, something just flipped the switch. Now I had some events booked. You know, I have people coming, going, will you come here? Will you come there? And I was like, you know what I mean? I was saying yes, but I haven't done much committing. Like, here's my application, here's my fee, blah, blah, blah. And because of that hibernation mode, and something clicked last week. And it was like, you need to start doing this. So all of a sudden I clicked yes, set fee, everything. I'm going to Ohio next month, for an event.
Yep.
And it's like, I actually put it as, going across the nations, DeEttte across the nations. I haven't done that for years, so
Yeah.
I'm going to start going across the nations,
I had an event on Friday and it was by far the best turnout I've had in 2 years.
Yeah. Well,
Because people are just ready to get out. And so it was
Yeah.
fantastic. The energy was amazing. I think it's just really important for people to hear. If you feel like you're in that hibernation mode, go with it. There's just zero reason to not listen to whatever it is that you're needing at that moment.
Yeah.
People are feeling weird about it. And I'm like,
Holly
don't
said
feel
she
weird
wishes
about it.
she was made the event with you. Oh, I love that.
It was really fun. It was really fun. It was a fantastic evening. The energy in the room was great. Like, it was just, it wound up being a great turnout.
Awesome. I love it. So I have a question, and it's only because I just heard it, but I feel like I gotta ask anyway. Do you want to do like a retreat with me?
Oh my God. Yeah. Where are we going?
Huh? We can
Where
pick
are we
anywhere.
going?
I don't care. And it was funny because I was going to tell you, like one of the things that happened was me and Kelly Prickle are going to do a retreat in September in Arizona, Sedona. And as I
Nice.
was thinking to say it, they said, you need to do one with Missy. I'm like, okay, where are me and Missy going? No, maybe me and Missy should go to Mexico. I don't know. You know what I mean?
You know what, girl? It's so funny. I've been looking at these crazy cabins in Tennessee.
Perfect. Oh my God, that's perfect.
Man, they have like indoor swimming pools. They sleep like, I don't know, fantastic.
Let's look into it. Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're gonna have a retreat.
We're going to have a retreat. We don't know what we're going to teach up or do, but we're going to have a retreat, guys. So there you go.
Do it.
Let's do it. You know what? I know we've been in hibernation, but I think this is our year just to get out and go.
I agree.
Joy's like,
Joy,
way
you
to
better
go.
be there.
I
You
want to go
better
that
be
way.
there.
Joy will be there. I can't imagine how many people show up. You know what I mean? So I love it. I also, you know how little I use cards, right? I shuffle them. I don't use them in my readings. I don't, you know what I mean? But
Not me usually either.
I'm
Well, sometimes.
I have been on this kick of buying cards. So, okay, this is getting kind of like insane, right? Because I don't use them. And then I went and bought these like 2 weeks ago. Beyond Lemurian. And this weekend, I had to buy these.
Nice.
These
I'm surrounded
I'm telling you. I'm like,
by decks this morning.
yeah.
Well, this is where these usually live. Yeah.
And it's so strange because I do have them in like my teaching bag and stuff like that, because I do, I teach with them. But I am like, this is crazy. I've just been going card hog heaven. But I think I found a new favorite deck. Oh my God. I love these cards. I don't know if you've ever seen, you can go to any metaphysical store and you find the greeting cards that got all those really cool pictures on them.
I love that. Whimsical. That's my favorite. This is one of my favorite decks.
Yeah.
These are just full of whimsy.
Yes.
Oh, I love whimsical things. Do you guys see that? These are so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Right.
What deck is it? Or do I have it?
It's Colette Baron Reed deck.
Which one?
Oh crap.
Is it her goddess one?
No, the enchanted map, maybe.
Oh.
Really great.
That's why I know the deck, is because my friend who is like the queen of oracle cards, and I'm telling you, the queen. Because if she doesn't have it, she'll buy them. I love her to death. I do. I love her to death. I think I've used them. That's how I know the deck. I love that deck, though. It's gorgeous.
They are beautiful. I've been reading the same tarot cards for 15 plus years.
Really?
They are worn and yeah. No. I love tarot cards.
That's this deck. Nope, it's not this deck. I have because I was a tarot card person. I wasn't an oracle card person. You know what I mean? So my original, this is in good shape compared to my original, but I love the Waite Tarot deck. I really do. I just love the original. And see, I got them hiding. I just got cards hiding. I bought this box in Salem.
Beautiful. I went to Salem
Did you win?
I did. So I took a group of students there. It's been
Oh my
several
God, that's such
years.
a good idea.
It's
Any of
been
my students
several
want to
years.
go
It
to
was so much fun. It
Salem?
was so much fun.
Salem's
Good
off.
morning, everybody. Pamela Lynn says she uses the Enchanted Map daily. I
Yes.
love that deck. I do.
Yes. Awesome.
Absolutely love it.
Oh, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, Miss Megan. I'm gonna, that is such a good idea. Just to take two students someplace. I need to take them to Salem but off-season Salem. Have you
You know
been there
what we
on
did?
season
So
and
like
off?
it was a group that I worked with for a long time. And we started just every week that we got together for our development class, we started putting money into the kitty for the trip. So we saved up ahead of time. It was really good. Yeah. So if you have like a good core group of students that you're with
Right.
often, it was fantastic.
That is awesome. Now, when you went to Salem, did you go on season or off season?
Oh, it would have been off.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
it
done
was in the summertime sometime, like late August. I think we went mid-August.
Now, see, my first time I went to Salem, must have been April, like mid-April or something like that. And it was just season, season's like long for them. It starts like April, ends, I think, just after Halloween.
Okay, it was not crazy, but we were there during the week.
The week. Yeah.
Yeah, like weekdays. It was interesting.
And that's just it. When I went, it was a gorgeous day. I mean, when I went, what I consider off season, because they were still opening, everything was opening up. It was amazing. All the shops were open. I was able to talk to people. I actually did tours, and I'm not like a toury person. Like you will rarely ever find me giving somebody money to go sit in someplace and look at artifacts. It's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me. And but I literally did every tour there was. Because it was open, so why not?
Yeah, they're walking tours. They're gorgeous.
Yeah. And every tour I went on, it was me and the guide, and that was it. So it was like really personal, really awesome. Just this lovely experience, walking the town, just the energy was just fantastic. And I literally walked, I think, every inch of the town. I mean, in the houses, out of the houses, it was phenomenal. Now, this year I went back and I was there October 30th because I was going to be in Rhode Island.
Crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was going to be in Rhode Island. So I'm like, Massachusetts is right up the road. So I went up there and I had a couple of students up there. So I was surprised, and one was doing readings and one was being a vendor. And so I just show up, hey, how you doing? They're like, oh my God, really? I'm like, this is dedication of a teacher. Come on. You know what I mean? We'll cross the country to give you a hug. Which, was partially true. But I will tell you what, that I would never go back again in October. Never.
No.
Never. So commercials, just no real energy there. I mean, cheap hats, cheap crap. I mean, sorry, Salem. I love you. I love, love, love Salem. And that true energy is just unbelievably knockoff awesome. But when they have all the other stuff going on, I'm like,
it's a super kitschy place just in general. However, I thought that they presented the history of everything really, really well. Like they do an outstanding job, and it is kind of kitsch. Like it is a tourist trap for sure.
It is.
But even the more kitschy places that we went to handled the history and the stories, and I learned a lot when I was there. Honestly, I learned a lot.
Well, you know what? I would honestly say, when you look back over your life where you're like, how did I get to where I am right now? And you look over your life and you see those key moments that just like
I could write a book, and I'm going to.
You're just like, holy crap. And when I went back this time, I went in to, because when I was there all those years ago, gosh, it's been like 10 years ago, I hadn't started this journey. I mean, I'd been on the journey, but not really in the journey. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
Trying to find myself, And every time I would get a psychic reading, I always had the same question: who am I? Who am I? Just tell me who I am, because I'm so lost. I don't. And back then I was flying the country doing health ed for corporations, so I was like all over the place. And when I got to Salem, I walked into it was the second witch store that was actually built in or opened in Salem, and I can't even think of her name. Laura Lee is the daughter, I think. But anyway, it's like the head witch.
Super famous. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Right?
Yep, I do.
In the original one, and this is the second one. It's a candle, cats, whatever it is. Witch and broomstick, or whatever the name of it is. Pretty famous over there. But her daughter owns the store now.
Yep.
And her daughter had just taken over the store, or right about that time when I was in there, and she was doing readings that day. And I actually don't even know why I did it, other than I was walking the streets of Salem and I seen this witchy looking lady walking, and I just became a creeper and I was following her. Don't know why. Following her, followed her butt right into the store, going, ooh, this is scary in here. Sat down and had the most amazing reading. And I just told her, I'm like, I just need to know who I am. And I didn't tell her that, but it was a reading that changed my life. It really, when I look back, because she's like, I'll see you again. And I'm like, I highly doubt I'll be back. She's like, no, this time I'll be coming to see you. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, your name is in the stars. Your name will be in the stars, like a marquee in the stars. And I'll be coming to see you. And I mean, I sat there going, well, that still tells me nothing. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still tells me nothing. But at the same time, it was like one of those moments where you go, I'm made for more than what I'm doing. And I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I've had those moments that are just pivotal. There's a question here. I'm actually on this, and I
Okay.
don't want to jump the gun on here, but
Yeah,
Mandy Napoleon said that she's feeling that same way right now. Like, who am I and what am I supposed to be doing?
yes.
And I'm so drawn to that because I felt that way for a long time. And it's funny because I always had this, like, I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't. I never knew exactly what I wanted to be. And all of these things fell in my lap. They really did. The card reading. I mean, my story is, I'm not going to get into it too much, but my story, like, I was abroad and I went to see a psychic. I was having a lot of life issues at a very young age, 17. And I went to see a psychic, and it was the first psychic I had ever seen, but she told me I was a psychic and actually gave me a deck of tarot cards off of her shelf and told me that I was going to do really good with these things one day. Fast forward years and years later, I went to see a trans channel. Her name was Yehorba, and she just said to me, I hope you never give this up. There's a lot of people waiting to hear from you. Now, the key part to that is, I hope you never give this up. So Mandy and anyone else who is feeling like they just don't know who they are or what they're supposed to be doing, the truth is you have a choice, and you should be really following your happy. There's so many things that are going to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You can't do what you love to do. You can't do XYZ, but the absolute truth is you can.
Yeah.
And I don't know that there's definitely some supposed to's, but you get to choose. And just like DeEttte said earlier, kind of like, with no risk, there's no magic, right? Like, your cup is perfect. So take those risks, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Walk towards your happy every single time. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about the what ifs and what if I can't, what if I just go for it.
I want to add to that because I think that's 110% true. And I'm not sure if this is her or if this is me. Honestly, I really don't
I
know.
think everybody, like, honestly, whoever needs to hear these things, this is for you.
It's really about learning to speak your truth. And that truth is going to change all the time. It really is. It's like, because I can feel it all up in the throat chakra, because I feel chakras, and I feel it all up in the throat chakra. And like I said, I don't know if this is her or me, you know what I mean? Because I'm going through a transition. That's the reason why I had to have this cup, is because it's like, it's time to take risks, and, but it is learning to speak your truth, being who you are and letting that part of you out, because I'll tell you what, there's a closet for everybody. Everybody's got a closet of some sort they're hiding in, and you're really not hiding, you know what I mean? Because people see you, people know. It's about you accepting yourself, and you letting that beauty of you
Ultimately,
out. It really is. It's like, for myself, and this is speaking for myself and not for anybody else, but maybe somebody else feels like this, because a lot of people look at you and say, oh my God, DeEtte's just, I'm always like a center of attention, or I'm that, you can find me in anywhere, because I just kind of stand out in a crowd. But in my heart of hearts, I'm like, nope, that's not me. That's not me. I want to be introverted. I don't want to be seen. You know what I mean? It's two different energies. You know what I mean? And started to accept the fact that, you know what? I am out there, but it's because I want to help people. And that's really my truth. You know what I mean? And the more I get out there, more I do, the more people I can help. Does that make sense? So it's like
Yeah.
when people would look at me and go, "Oh my God, what do you mean you don't want to be this? You are that, you are that person that stands out in a crowd." It's like, I'm not trying to, because I don't want to stand out in the crowd for the reasons that you think. I want to stand out in the crowd for a different reason. You know what I mean? I want to be in front of that stage of 5,000 people because I want to read for 3 hours and help all of them. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
can't do
absolutely.
5,000 people in a week unless you get on a stage to do it. You know what
You
I
know what's
mean?
crazy is, like, honestly, I don't do um it. I don't know that I have found over the years really that surrendering, so Mandy,
Mhm.
anyone else who is looking for what they're supposed to do's and blah blah blah, I had found this video at a really dark night of the soul moment.
Mhm.
And it was this prophet, Kim Clement, and he was talking about um how God plants a seed in everybody's heart, right? Like, so God from a very young age plants this seed, and every single moment you were talking about seeing those things, DeEttte, I see all of those things, those alignments, those synchronicities. I've been
Mhm.
able to see how the hardships were put in your way, not as necessarily speed bumps, but as teachers and moments to move you and moments to teach you so you could help others. I don't care what your work is in life.
Mhm.
If you are a McDonald's drive-through worker,
Yeah.
you're in service to other people. It doesn't matter if you're doing a service job per se, like DeEttte or I, it doesn't matter. We're all here in service to other people. And so it is all of our experiences combined that allow us this service and this empathy and this understanding and these words of wisdom and these um, amazing things. It's just like, that's what we have to offer to people. That person could be your daughter, it could be her friend, it could be a stranger at the grocery store. It really doesn't matter.
Right.
It's so all of your moments have been very intentional to help you help yourself, but then to help you help other people. The more that you help yourself, the more that you can help other people, because, well, you know what it's like to be broken in this area. You know the
Right.
things that have helped you. You know your experience. You know your journey.
Yep.
And so I know I had my moment of surrender, with God, basically, in that I have no idea why you gave me these gifts. I have no idea why you gave me this passion. I have no idea why you gave me, these experiences, XYZ. But I really asked the other side to take the wheel. I did.
Mhm.
I asked the other side to take the wheel. And I surrendered to whatever it is that they have in store for me, wherever it is that I'm going to be the most use, wherever it is that I'm going to help myself the most, along with helping other people. And I tell you what, I was put on this incredible path, and I'm so grateful to be where I'm at. Damn it.
Mhm.
Like, I really am.
Right.
So that would be my advice too, is just like, don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Allow them to take the wheel. And for me, that means, God and angels and your spirit guides and your, like, they know you, and they know what you're capable of.
Right. Exactly. And that's 110% correct. We're getting trolled already. We're already getting trolled, guys.
Of
We're
course
getting
we are.
trolled. And I will tell you, this one's really just kind of annoying because I owe my prince. He's writing a lot, guys. He's writing a book under everybody. So he's literally, you guys ignore him because he's written so much that he's blowing your comments right out of the way because he's writing books. So please ignore him. Ignore him. Don't give him his energy. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Ignore.
Ignore. So I'm trying to block, but it is what it is. But that's really true. 110%. I love what you're saying because it's so true. It's so true. 110%. So, should we get started? I think we got one person that has been holding everybody. Good morning, Miss Brenda. I hope it's my class you're coming to. I'm not sure. It might be going to Missy's class. I don't know. So, and we are doing psychic reading, guys, today, not with mediumship readings, but I will tell you what, because it is this day, you know what? Maybe we can handle it in, I don't know, in a way. I don't know. We'll do our best. How's that sound? Okay, we'll just do our best. So Miss Holly says, "Good morning. Anything on the topic of career? Oh my God, that feels so backbreaking. Sorry, like
Career.
I was like,
Hard
right
work.
across my lower back. It hurt. It was like, oh my God, like I'm picking up like heavy things or something. You know what I mean? Is what it felt like. It was like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, what are you getting on that? Sorry, I started to hook and then I went at annoyed and I put my energy straight to annoyed.
I'm
Annoyed. I'm calling him annoyed.
thinking.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny because I almost feel like I do have to piggyback your response. It
So
does
thank
feel
you.
exhausting in some kind of a way. And it makes me wonder if Holly isn't sure that she's loving what she's doing at the moment, or if it is just so draining at the moment. And then the other thing that I get, honestly, is like that sense of, you know, someone who's kind of empathic and like soaking in the stuff from the job. Holly,
Right.
are you in a space of like, I don't know, wanting to maybe, are you thinking about shifting gears like completely in your work? It just really feels, it really does feel exhausting, and it feels, and I feel like I'm soaking in everybody's stuff, and I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, and I feel like I just want to quit. That's how I feel. And honestly, it does feel exhausting. And so I think that you really need to pay attention and listen to your body and listen to your emotions. Our emotions are messages. If you're waiting for the sign, how you feel is definitely the sign. I think it's time to probably, you know, shift directions just a titch maybe, and then really learn how to understand what's yours and what's not, like the emotional aspects of things.
Mm-hmm. I want to tell you too, because are you done?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll keep going.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I was literally like, you know, shaking cards, and this literally fell out. I love this one. So I'm going to pull it closer so you can see it better. Seek beauty. I love this card. And I'm not looking at it so much as to seek beauty as like, you know, looking at the candles and this and that. I'm thinking it's more like looking inward, looking into yourself and really going in here to what is your heart's desire? What are you looking for? Okay. Is what I feel like it is within that. Because it feels like you have been doing things, you know, that not necessarily you've been wanting to do. You know what I mean? You're kind of on every other path. You're going, it feels like you've been pinballing. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you've been doing a lot of job changes or career changes throughout, I almost want to say your existence, because I feel like, you know what, you've been working most of your life on one aspect or another. But it feels like you need to bring all that together and kind of do an assessment of yourself, of going inward and saying, you know, what is it that I need? What is it that I need to do for myself? And look within. So when I look at this card and I'm seeing the candles, I'm seeing more of a scrying than I am looking at the beauties of the candles. And you know, if you look at fire, if you put up, you'll see hypnotists do it. They do it with candles. You know, you're going under to look within. You know what? So many people do it with a bonfire. That fire, you'll stare at, you'll become mesmerized by it. But you know what? That's a perfect time for you to go within and look for yourself. Okay, because I feel like this is a time of you finding your own truth. I feel this is a time of you recreating yourself and really coming back out at it. But I'm hearing the words not settle this time. Like, don't settle this time for whatever, you know, really take what you want and run with it. Okay. I also feel like you need to almost create your own career, you know, so it's like you're a rock star in your own mind. So create your own career and really go in that direction. Hopefully that makes sense what we both had to say.
I like that. And I'm just going to add one thing, because like I looked at that card and I was like, pachow. You know, I think that your focus too is like making sure that you are balanced. Again, the emotional self to me, like right now feels tormented, or I don't know, like I feel like I'm focused on a lot of icks. So, I think what DeEttte said was perfect. Like, shift your focus to the things that you want, but then really give yourself some time to focus on some good things to really help elevate that energy every day for a little while, like that gratitude practice where you're allowing that to fill yourself up. And it that does beautiful things for the body and for the spirit.
I don't know if Michael just said good morning, then said stop inhaling your coffee. LOL. I said it's tea. But you're not inhaling.
And I won't inhale it, I promise.
Holly wrote, I've been thinking about starting photography. Oh my God. There you go. I don't know how much more clear we can get. I mean, even the card itself on all aspects, there you go. Take the card, take a screenshot. Okay, Holly, take a screenshot of this and everything we just said. Okay. And then make that a scene for photography with your face in it.
It'd be a beautiful background for a picture.
I'm telling you, that would be an awesome business card. Think about it. You in that picture on a business card.
Right.
Wouldn't that be freaking awesome?
I love it.
I am so going to have that done somehow. I love that. But good morning, Michael. You like my new cup, Michael? I don't know if you can see it. It says no risk, no magic. I love it. Oh, Holly said, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, who's up next? I think we have Miss Denise. I would like to know, what does the year look like for me? Now, I know Denise, so I'm going to let you take this one.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the wanting to really applaud the steps that you have already taken. That is the number one. And it just comes to me like I literally see people like clapping for you. Like I feel that you've done a whole lot of personal work and you have grown a whole lot. And it feels like you are actually ready to, kind of take more risks and really kind of step, just step out there however you need to. Balance definitely comes to mind for me in one of those senses that like balancing out what you do for others as opposed to what you do for yourself. So definitely feels like this space of giving yourself more and more and more attention instead of just giving it to everyone else, that kind of stuff. So like cutting away some of the stuff, it just, I feel nothing but personal growth. And again, stepping out more. So the things that I would tell you, Denise, to pay attention to, again, is balance. That is the number one thing that pops in my brain. So balance in the way that, especially like, I don't know if you just do a whole lot for other people all of the time, but making sure that you're doing just as much for yourself, I think should be a good focus.
I think that's awesome. I also want to add to that. It feels like, Denise, you're starting to get out of your head. Like you're starting to get out of your head and you're letting yourself kind of go forward. I'm really feeling that you're starting to hear things. Denise is one of my certified students. She's an amazing woman. But I feel like you're starting to get out of there and you're starting to heal your heart more, just like Missy had said. And it feels like this is kind of really freeing for you. Like you're ready to go forward. You're ready to really just kind of walk into your own, whatever your own might be, whatever that might be. But I do feel like, because I keep hearing you in my head, like, but what am I supposed to be doing with this stuff? And I feel like this is your year to start to make your career the way you see it for yourself. You know what I mean? Like just seeing it for yourself, and I think that's awesome. So,
and again, like I saw people clapping for you. So I think that you need to pat yourself on the back for how far you've come. I mean, literally, like I see people clapping for you. However far you've come on your journey, you really need to pat yourself on the back for it and just allow yourself to, that what am I supposed to be doing with this stuff? Again, put them in the wheel, ask them what you're supposed to be doing with this stuff and allow them to lead you and allow them to guide you and have some faith. I mean, if this is like a development kind of a something, it's all about faith. If you don't have trust in the things that you're getting, well, guess what? You're never going to do it. Have faith in yourself, have faith in your team and your peeps. It's all good.
I also, this card dropped out. I'm just going to use the cards all day. I'm sorry. It says love matters, Denise. Love matters. Okay. And I love this because when you're looking at this card, Denise, it shows nothing about somebody else in this card. It's just one person, a bird, and within that bird is dreams. And it's all about, I do believe it's love of self and love of what you want. Okay. It's love of what you want, not what others want you to be. Okay. Or what you think others want you to be. This is all about you and your being, your core. Hey, Michael, you want to do a live with me sometime? Even at nighttime? I'm just getting messages for myself. Like, I need to do a retreat with Missy. I need to do a live reading show with Michael.
Do it.
So,
Do it.
Michael, if you're still listening, I'm hearing it.
What up, Michael? I don't know you, but I'm going to say hi to you. Happy Valentine's
Michael's
Day.
a freaking rock star. He's awesome. Oh my God. You got to check out his page. I mean, he's been on the show. He says, yes. You got anybody? Michael has been on my show before, but everybody go check out Michael Christopher and his page. He's a freaking rock star, medium psychic. Oh my God. And so much integrity and authenticity. He's just, I almost worship you, Michael. I can't even tell you. It's this close. It's this close to worship, but I can't cross that line with anybody. But I really have a lot of respect for him. He's just awesome. So love him. So we're gonna have to talk, Michael, because he can't get on my show again because his schedule's not working out with my schedule, but we can do it at nighttime. So who's up next? Oh, Miss Nancy Ryba Hunter. Will my son's life finally start to fall into place?
He's his own worst enemy, Nancy. Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's how that feels to me.
That is so funny because I heard, yes, yes, yes. How do you like me? How do you like me? It was kind of, so it wasn't like, it's his way of falling into place. Does that make sense? It's his way. So You know what? With that, I'm going to tell you to give him some advice. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. He's so awesome. I feel like, you know what? It's not a matter of his life falling into place because I don't feel like your son is able to ride somebody else's, star. He's got to be his own. He's got to be his own person. It doesn't feel like he fits within any hole in the box. You know what I mean? If they're round, he's going to be a square peg. It's just his way of doing it. And that's okay because I think we're coming into a world that we are more like that. We're a lot of square pegs. But I feel like he has just got to really find his own way of doing it and stop really kind of comparing himself to anybody else or anybody else comparing him and just help him find his own way. Help him find his own way of doing things. Because I'll tell you, my son's an engineer. Never went to school for it. Just decided, you know what, he could do this without school. Why waste more time? Boom, and did the job. You know what I mean? And I've always told my own kids, find your own way of doing it. Find what you do, what you love, and then make a career around it or build your life around that. Does that make sense? And I feel like he has got to do it in his own way. But it is, like you said, the worst enemy. He's in his own way,
So with that, I want to say to Nancy too, is that, you have to watch. His expectations are not your expectations. And so honestly, I don't want this to hurt your feelings either, but I'm going to talk about your, that need to control in a sense. It's an anxiety trait. We all have that for our kids. So I'm not meaning this in a negative way at all. But just really understanding that you can't control other people's actions and things like that. And I can feel that anxiety in you about that worry and that concern that a mother has for their children. It just doesn't work that way. So as far as your son is concerned, I really do have this 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Feeling. Definitely he gets in his own way. He is such a good foundation, Nancy. And I think that is something that you need to hear and that you need to know is that you gave him an incredible foundation. The tools are there. He just has to utilize them basically. And so I do believe that he'll find his way. It's just not going to be in the way that you've expected, that whole like normal way of doing things, like DeEttte said, does not really feel like a good fit for him. I would maybe recommend numerology or a natal chart to just get to understand those innate issues that your son has come here with. We all have them. And so, like, based on your numbers or based on your natal chart, you can really find those, you know, positive and negative aspects that are inherently a part of you. So I think that maybe by understanding some of those things about him, it will help you to engage him in a different way, possibly. And I think that the different conversations and the different engagement will help him as well. You know, I think it's going to help you accept where he's at, who he is, that kind of stuff. But then also it's going to give you new tools, I think, to help him.
I love that. I love that. Love, love, love that. Beautiful. Who is next? Hopefully that helped you. Miss Mandy. Yeah, I am on the right career path. I'm in a transition right now. Is what Mandy says. Is that a question?
Really a question. She's like, damn it, I am on it.
Okay.
And are you asking that?
Yeah, that's what I
Mandy,
was
or
wondering.
are you just making that statement?
Yeah.
If you're making that statement, good for you. That's bold. I am on the right career path.
Because Mandy, I think, is who, where are we at? I don't even know where I'm at. It says, I'm feeling right now who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. Because you had addressed her, you know, earlier, and I think she's.
Oh, yes, it is a question. She said.
Yeah, that was Miss Mandy. So awesome, Mandy.
Your question.
Yes, it is a question.
That is a question.
Okay, let's bring it back up so we know what we're talking about.
The answer to your question is, even if it's only right for a moment, it's going to teach you something. You know, like I already said, there is no rights and wrongs here. And I'm not kidding you. There is experience. There's experience. There is a, you know, trying new things and kind of getting a feel for, oh, do I like this? Do I not like this? Or maybe it's just building up your repertoire and giving you skills. I was a waitress bartender for forever. That is basically what I've done outside of being a psychic medium. And it was the perfect freaking job for this job. I mean, like, that job prepared me so much. And I was just a lowly waitress and a lowly bartender, whatever. I loved it. It was energy work every single day. It was, you know, I can communicate with anyone. So those jobs prepared me for the work that I'm doing right now. And it took me all of 20 plus years to get here.
Yeah.
So I say, you know, are you on the right path? Well, I would flip that question to you. Are you? Do you feel like you are? Do you feel like you're in the right path? Because that's really ultimately what it comes down to. Not I have to be on this path. It's not how this works.
Oh my God, that is so fun. Thank you, Mandy, for that, because I'm seeing my life. She just wrote, I've been a nurse for 20 years and I've been complete the real estate course and I'm having a hard time passing the national portion. I failed by one question. Mandy, I will tell you what, you see me space out and I felt like I had to get my tarot card and I'm like, why am I pulling these out? I'm like, but God, I'm seeing my career as a nurse and how I can remember being on my path and not realizing I was on my path. And as I was walking down and I was talking to my patients, I seemed to know what they needed before they needed it. And I would almost get this feeling of having to be there before they knew I needed to be there. And just that whole medical thing and not realizing I was on the right path already. Right. I was already on the right path. I was just practicing my aware. I was practicing doing everything. So what I need to tell you, Mandy, is to just get out of your head. Get out of your head, okay? Because I will tell you what, oh my God, they're just going to show me life with you. And I don't know if it's because our lives kind of like resemble each other or what. Because now they're showing me when I went and took my motorcycle driving, my test, my written test for my motorcycle. And I got 100% on it. But I'll tell you what, I was terrified when I went up because I'm a sucky test taker. And they laughed at me because here I am, because when I took it, you know, you had to go to the DMV and you do it in these computers and the whole world could see you. And here I am taking the test, and every question I would stand up and act like I was on my bike and what I was doing on it. You know what I mean? Because if I got in my head, I couldn't figure out the answer. You know, like one question was literally like, okay, if you're coming onto a curb, do you lean the bike this way or you do this, or how do you go on the bike? You know, which way do you go? So literally, I just stopped reading and I went, okay, here's the scenario. And I stood up and I acted like I was on my bike. And I went, okay, this is what I do. Got me out of my head, got the anxiety down. It totally took the test and threw it out, and it put it into a practical sense. So Mandy, I'm going to say you're on the right path. You know you are. It does feel like you should be selling. It does feel like you should be jumping ship, because I have a feeling the nursing, it's behind you already. I'm not going to say it hurts to go to work, but it feels like it's behind you already. Like you've already taken this and put it back here. And like, oh my God, I love my patients, but I really don't necessarily love the job anymore. And I feel like you just need to get out of your head and let yourself walk. Go shopping, go find some nice clothes that you would work in and you would sell in, get some nice comfortable shoes, get yourself a nice, like whatever, the tools for the job. And then get out of your head when you take your test, okay? Because you know it. It's everyday life for you, okay?
I love that. The like turning into that character of the real estate person.
Yeah.
I love that. That's fantastic.
It's
just
awesome.
a little bit back to what I was saying as far as, are you on the right path? Listening to how you're feeling. If you've just come to your end with the nursing, then absolutely get the hell out and do something different. And everything's going to be great. Like here, literally, the card that I pulled for you was the Ride the Wave card. So literally, just ride the wave. It's all going to be good. You're being pushed. I mean, the Ride the Wave card. There is a wave. There is momentum propelling you to this space. So get out of your head.
And I want to laugh here so hard. Because I will tell you what, when I teach oracle cards or tarot cards, especially with the tarot deck, every card means something. It does. Every card means something. But I always tell people, throw that meaning of the card out the window, and sometimes you just have to look at the pictures. Now, Mandy, this is for you. You can't make this shit up. You see me shuffling. I switched decks. I switched to a tarot card because I heard you needed a tarot card. And this is a card I pulled. Okay. Now, if you look at this, it's got the caduceus in there. The caduceus. The snake and the staff is a caduceus. It's a medical sign. But that is above you. That's floating away. The line is floating that away with the angel wings. And what do you have next to it? You have two people making a deal over a drink.
Oh, dang.
So when you're looking at the picture, Mandy, I don't know how much more clear I can get in a picture. Two of Cups there. She's like, love it. So, I mean, just look at the imagery of this. Your nursing is flying away anyway. So it's time for you to start making deals, darling. Start making those deals. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But do it merrily. Do it with happiness. Do it with wine.
Celebrate, man. Cheers.
Awesome. We're going to take a quick break here. We're going to give our brains a break. Don't worry. We're going to come back. But while we're gone, in this quick break, go ahead, use the bathroom, get yourself something to drink. I'm going to go put another log on the fire because I have a wood burning stove in my bedroom. And share this page, guys. Share this page. We'll be back into here with me and Missy on WLTK-DB.com.
Meet Nicole Strickland, one of the leading San Diego paranormal researchers. Nicole offers a gentle and humble approach to working with spirit energies. Being the founder of the San Diego Paranormal Research Society, Nicole is no stranger to the unknown. Due to Nicole's vast knowledge of the paranormal, she is widely sought after for speaking engagements on topics like Children of the Paranormal, Paranormal Investigation 101 and 102, History of Spiritualism, and more. Not only does Nicole research the afterlife, but also writes about it, and is the author of several books pertaining to the paranormal and its history. She has appeared on television shows like My Ghost Story, Travel Channel's Famously Afraid, Good Morning San Diego, and more. Have a conference or event coming up? Contact Nicole on her website, authorNicoleStrickland.com. That's authorNicoleStrickland.com.
everybody. Welcome back. This is DeEttte Renee here on School Through Spirit with WLTK-DB. Oh my God. Missy will be back in a second. She had to
I'm
run.
back.
Oh, she's back. She's back. It is so funny because I stoked my fire, put another log on it, and then I felt like I had to go get my original cards. And oh my God, I haven't pulled them out in so long. They're so little. Look at these. I mean, you were talking about tethered. Mine aren't tethered. They're just out of order and dirty. You know,
Girl, mine are filthy. My God. Like if you want to like compare some old ass cards,
I'm
I'll
telling
show
you.
you mine.
I'm telling you, these it's so funny. And you know what? These have got to be some amazing cards because I don't know about I don't do it anymore, but I don't break the binding on my cards anymore. I don't do like like Las Vegas shuffle anymore. But that's how I used to do these cards was Las Vegas shuffle. You know what I mean? Because
I think with the newer decks, I mean, I hate to say this, but some of the newer decks that I have are pretty cheaply made and they're like thin. My deck is old and like
it's everything. I mean, I've never broke the binding on these. I mean, these cards, I don't even have a dog ear amongst the best. You know what I mean? But they're dirty. Look at that. You know a good set of cards because they're dirty. They're dirty.
Mine are worn.
Things I bought like probably 20, 30 years, probably 30 years ago. I got at least 30 years ago.
Isn't it crazy? What that
is.
Just saying that is odd.
It is. And I've been keeping them in the same bag. It does the thing doesn't even tie anymore. I don't even know.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I wish my cards were like close to me because I would go get them. My bag. There's a story. Every single thing that I use in my work still to this day has been a gift. Everything. So these cards, I have the Goddess deck and I just, like I said, over 15 years probably.
Yeah.
I've been eyeballing them forever. And some lady gave me a deck. I mean, she got them and she felt the need to give them to me. I don't know. Me and my husband were on one of our first dates. Oh my gosh. So I said 15 years. Okay. So now I know me and my husband have been together for almost, a lot longer than that, 18. So This is going back about 20 years at least. Shoot, DeEttte. Anyway, so over 20 years ago.
You're aging gorgeously though. You don't even look like it.
Thank you.
You
Thank you. Well, you look fantastic too. You do. But so, somebody gave me this deck of cards that I really wanted over 20 years ago. And then me and my husband went on one of our first dates to the Renaissance Fair. And these people, I was trying to buy a bag for my cards. And it was like an $8 bag. And they would not take my money. I mean, girl, these people don't know me. They would not take my $8 for this bag. And I still have that same bag. It is filthy dirty. All the strings are completely broke. And I just can't get rid of it.
Yep. I have the same thing too, because I love how these come in boxes, but I'll tell you what, if I brought them out, like this one's got a bag. I've got another tarot deck that is in a cylinder like this. It's almost like chocolates or something should have been in. I don't know. It's like a cheap black, like velour cylinder. It's put it in there. You know what I mean? There you go. You know what I mean? It's awesome. I love it. All my older decks have got various. But I think I'm going to start getting these boxes. I'm in love with these boxes. So if anybody knows where to get these boxes.
Oh, all over.
I'm loving these.
Go check out like thrift stores and stuff too. They always have stuff like that.
I'm going to. And it was so weird because I'm looking at it going, I don't have nothing to do with lemons. Why would I don't even like lemons. Like, why the hell would I? And I just fell in love with this box. And they had other ones, but I was like, I have to have this box. So it was awesome. It was awesome. Home Goods. I will go to Home Goods. And that is my store. That is my jam. By the way, TJ Maxx, not Home Goods, but sister company, TJ Maxx is to Home Goods. And I don't go to TJ Maxx. It's not my store. It really isn't. I hate to say, I know people love it. It's not my store. But until I feel called to go to TJ Maxx. And when I get called to walk in, I get a cup. And I'm like, really? But it was perfect. It was perfect. So the Home Goods, I will go there every day and just walk to walk.
Well, I'm redoing my living room and my front porch right now. And so I need to go get accessories. It's the best part.
Do you know what my thought is? I need to go to Walmart for fabric because it's cheap fabric. And I can make some curtains out of some fabric. I'll tell you what.
My mom said she would make me some new curtains.
There you go.
My new couch is coming tomorrow. I can't wait.
Awesome. And then to go Home Goods for all your decor. Home Goods and Hobby Lobby for everything.
I love Hobby Lobby. Oh, come on.
That is just, I'm telling you, it's the best of the best. I love it. And I do want to tell everybody, thank you so much for sharing this. I appreciate you. Like I said, we just need to keep sharing, guys. Sharing is caring. If you love us, let your family know of us too. Pamela says Hobby Lobby also sells boxes like those. Oh my God, thank you, Pamela. I'm gonna go today. I need to get myself a Valentine's Day present. So who is next on our questions? Who is next? I got that song, How Do You Like Me, in my head. Miss Lenice Copeland, are dreams really communication? Yes. 110%. I was just teaching dreams last night about dreams. My advanced students are hitting that area. So what I want to tell you really quick is with dreams, I want to break it down a little bit, because one thing is a lot of people either A, don't remember their dreams, B, don't know that they can help make their dreams what they need to be or what you need to get out of them, or three, don't understand dreams. So one, I want to go back to the not understanding dreams first. There really is, I'm sure there's more than two types, but I always deal with two types of dreams. One is prophetic, which is literally these are dreams that are come true. They're dreams that spirit is coming to you. They're telling you messages. It might be your loved ones coming in, whatever it is. This is from the other side, a lot to do with life and things of that nature. And they tend to make sense. They're very vivid. They're very colorful. They're very, these are the ones you're going to hold on to. And I will tell you what, you have these dreams, and in 2 months, you're still remembering your dream. Now you have the other type, which are just really crazy, psychedelic. Oh my God, what the hell is that crap type of dream? And that dream really is your subconscious going, oh my God, I can't figure this out while I'm awake. So while you're sleeping, the subconscious, your brain is trying to deal with it all and make sense. So those are the two types of dreams that I deal with. How to get yourself to understand your dreams or remember your dreams. One is, you can start with before you go to sleep. And start with putting that message into yourself, going, hey, whether you pray, whether you talk to guides, whether you're talking to yourself, go, you know what? I want to dream about this tonight. I need information about this. And put that in your head before you're going to sleep. Now, the first night it may not work, but trust me, keep doing it night after night. It's going to work, okay? Because then you're going to start remembering stuff. And when you wake up, literally note down exactly what you're starting to remember right off the bat. It may not be a lot, but as you do this, you're going to become the dream star, rock star type person, and take this from somebody that never used to dream. And then sure as all heck never used to remember my dreams. And now my dreams are my life. My dream, I can almost say if I'm really tired during the day, it's because I dreamed a lot that night and I remembered them all. So I don't know. How do you feel about those, Missy?
I love it. To me, it's all symbolism and stuff like that. The only thing that I would really add to that are they really communications. A lot of the times they are. And I think it's just understanding that if we're talking about communicating with the other side, clearly, so like your dead peeps or whoever, I think it's really important to remember that your loved ones would never, ever, ever come through and make you feel bad about yourself. Now, that's not to mistake emotions as a dream is happening, because of course, if you see your loved one in a dream, it's going to elicit an emotional response and you might wake up crying or whatever. Not exactly what I mean, but if they're coming through in a way that's making you feel worried or concerned about them and their well-being, that is typically not a message. And I think that's important to know. Our loved ones are great on the other side. And so I've had some people have some disturbing dreams, and those are not visits, in my opinion.
Right. 110%. I love that. Okay, Miss Lisa, career relocation relationship, whichever comes, it comes in strongest. I love that. Like that's the kind of question I ask. Like, I don't know what I want. Just tell me something. You know what I mean? I love that. So what do you feel for this, dear?
I'll be honest with you, relocations feels good. It just does. Like, and that's really, when I look at this, the way that it's out there, career, relocation, relationships, relocation is the one that stands out for me the most. Of course, I think that's always kind of scary, but at the same time, it feels exciting. And I'm not an advocate for running away from problems because they're always gonna, follow at the same time. But this is not really what that feels like to me. It's like just starting a new adventure awaits. That's what I literally see. Adventure awaits. And so I like it.
I like it also, but I want to not only, I literally want to take a little bit about all together. And I don't know why, because you know what, when I read it and you started, all of a sudden my head started to spin like, oh my God, like hold on to this wave. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, I almost felt like I wanted to fall over. It was so much. And I just feel like, Lisa, right now, you have a lot going on in all aspects, or a lot coming into you. Okay. Because it feels like it's coming in. Maybe you haven't quite accepted it all, but it feels like you're starting to bring this into fruition, because it does kind of feel like you're at that transition within your life of which way I need to go. I have no idea where or why, but I feel driven to move. Yeah, exactly. But I will tell you what, it feels like you're at this major transition. So I really want to put that relocation in career, and I want to put relationships as a whole, not just as a significant other, but as a whole, as people, work people, friends, family, whatever. And it feels like for me, with this all going on, I don't want to tell you to grab the wave and ride it. I really don't. I want you to get off the wave, you know what I mean? Or get into the center of the wave, you know what I mean? Like the center of the tornado, and just kind of take a breath and look at the beauty of it that's spinning around you. Okay. And just take some breaths, relax, see everything unfolding around you. Pick out those things that because like when a tornado goes through, if you think about, especially a great big tornado that's huge, like you see in the movie Twister, it's got all this crap up in the tornado. And think
The
about that.
debris.
Yeah, it's debris. It's your life.
House.
Yeah, it's everything. And I want you to literally stand in the middle of this tornado of what's coming at you, because I feel like you're there, because all this is going on. You just don't know which direction to go. But literally pick out what you want to keep and let the tornado take the rest. Let the tornado take the rest, and you keep what you want, and then relocate, resettle, and then rebuild. Because I do feel it's kind of like, you know what, if thank you. It's almost like, you know what, if you've been doing one job your whole life, and I can almost see it, but I'm just going to take this as a scenario. So it's like, if you've been working at, the mall, at a store, or whatever, or any kind of a store your whole life, you've been doing great, blah, blah, blah. When you move, think about opening the store yourself, being your own boss, and it feels like you have a lot of that going on. So it's like, or if you're already owning a place, think about, what am I going to change? What am I going to add? What am I going to reincorporate? But know that you can do this. Okay. But if the biggest thing is about you not feeling overwhelmed. And I feel like sometimes you can get really overwhelmed, and then you stop and you don't do anything because that overwhelming hits. Okay. So take a moment and breathe, and then decide what you want to do. Because I agree with Missy. I feel that relocation is going to happen. But when you relocate, I think you're going to relocate everything. I really do. I think your whole life, like in a year, you're going to look back and go, holy shit, there's some differences here.
Holy poop.
Poop. Sorry, poop. Poop.
I'm just kidding. I'm just adding.
We're not getting paid.
It just feels good. It doesn't. To me, it just feels good. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It just feels good.
Yeah.
I think it would be different if I felt like I was running away from someone or something. And I just feel like.
I love it. She wrote, absolutely resonates, learning new modalities, been in similar job for 30 years, looking to move to purposeful job. She also wrote, I have no idea where or why, but I feel driven to move, LOL. So, I think we're nailing it, Lisa. You just got to take some breaths and go, this is my year to do it. This is not my year. This is my time now. This isn't like my year. You screw the rest of the year. Look at it now. Okay. Because I really do feel like if you don't start looking at that now and going, okay, what do I want to do now? In a year, you're going to be going, well, yep, got in my head, didn't do it again. So beautiful. So perfect. Oh, she says, I have had an excitement in my life. Perfect. Tracy Jones. I like to know how to deal with my low energy levels. Is the root physical or spiritual? Missy.
Usually both. So let me describe how this works. Low energy levels are basically based on how you feel. So everything is energy, frequency, vibration. So when we're not feeling the greatest in any way, if that's emotionally, spiritually, if that's physically, our low energy or our energy levels are going to be low. Right now, we've been living in I'm going to use the last 2 years because Tracy, a lot of people's energies are feeling very low because the collective consciousness right now is actually quite low itself. It just is. And I think we're starting to shift out of that. But, we've been living in predominantly low energies for 2 years, filled with fear, filled with a lot of aggression, filled with a lot of confusion, filled with a lot of whatever. Those are all lower vibrating energies. And so people are really feeling it. So I think that empathically, you're probably getting a lot, whether you're participating in the noise of the world right now. It still does have that energetic effect on everybody. It just does. So how to deal with the low energies is to make sure that you are intentionally focusing on raising your energy every single day. It literally takes about 2 minutes. Now I could get into the neuroscience of this and stuff like this, but essentially how this works is everything starts with a thought, right? And a thought then turns into a feeling, because whatever it is we're thinking about is going to make us feel a certain kind of a way. Whatever it is that we're feeling is going to cause us to act and react, not only in the brain, but in our external realities. So our brain, a lot of the time, will make chemicals based on the way that we're feeling. So if we shift and focus and think about things that make us feel good, like genuinely make us feel good. This isn't feeling good about crappy situations. This is enjoying your favorite cup of coffee and just really enjoying every single flavor, or your favorite candy bar, or nature, or petting your dog, a fuzzy pillow and a blanket. It does not matter. But when we take like 2 minutes to focus on those things and genuinely appreciate it so much that you can't help but to smile because you just love this whatever so much, you literally have shifted a chemical in your brain, which is going to lift and raise your personal energy. Music, smell good things, nature, all of that stuff is actually the best way to raise and balance out your energy, and take it small. 2 minutes a day, 3 times a day, if you can get there. And it's not as hard as we make it sometimes.
Exactly. I want to just take a moment and Andrew Twine, I want to say thank you. Um, no, I lost it. It was there and I lost it. We have somebody that is literally watching now because Andrea Twine shared, and that's what I was talking about, getting this message out, sharing, guys. And thank you. I think her name was Shanae for watching. And you know what? Put in a comment if you have a question. So I love it. So perfect. Awesome. I love it. I love it that, with you working with the energies, because that's amazing. So Emily, I would love to receive any direction on next steps for my business. Also, I just want to let Missy know I was at your event Friday and had a great time. I love that.
Thank you. It was fun. I had a great time too. Fantastic energy in the crowd. Lots of great messages.
I love that. I love that. Wow. Direction for and the next
You
steps.
write, Emily, at all? I'm sorry. I just have to ask that.
Go ahead. What?
Does she write?
Does she write? Do you write, Emily?
I don't know. It's just
She
what I
might.
see. I literally see words on paper.
Perfect. And that's really funny because as you're seeing words on paper, it was like I'm feeling her. She's like stuck in her throat, stuck in this area. Like not quite getting things out like she needs to. You know what I mean? Like not like holding
Well,
on.
maybe writing is easier than speaking.
Exactly. To me, she says, yes, I do write. For me, this is not so much the speaking as much as it's just the chakra saying, oh my God, it's shut down and not communicating, learning how to communicate, learning how to bring out what's in the heart and bring it up through and allow that to come through. You know what I mean? And that's what I get, what I get when I get that throat chakra. But with her, I like the fact of the writing with her because I really do feel as if taking your business to a new direction, the next steps. I feel like it's God, this seems to be like the thing of the day. But
I think getting more public. That's what
yeah,
comes my way.
getting
What
out there.
kind of
Getting it
writing do
out,
you do,
push.
Emily Sims Davis? I'm very interested in this.
I love it. Love
I
it.
see words on paper,
No, that's
and
perfect.
I like I need to be in the public somehow, and I'm not, but I think that those are kind of connected for me.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
believe.
Go with that. Go with that. What are you feeling
Yes,
inside?
a book and a memoir. Exactly. So exactly what I'm getting is that like it's coming out easier on paper, but you have to build an audience, right? So in order to sell your book, I think your book is going to be fantastic, by the way. I really do feel that. Like
Free book. Sorry.
in my core, in my soul, in my spirit, I think it's going to help to fill other people's spirits, and it feels like it's going to be so relatable to so many people. But I'm going to say, like, you need to be out in the public more. You need to get over your stage fright, in a sense. I'm going to put that in air quotes, but yeah, it's time to build an audience. That would be your next step.
I also want to kind of go a little bit further than that because I feel 3 books, not one. I know you're doing the one right now, but I'm feeling 3 books. I also want to almost ask Emily if you have got abilities that maybe you're either working with them already or if they're coming into fruition, because I feel like they're coming in because I can hear my ear open, like things are coming in. But I also feel like there's gut feelings. It feels like almost the beginning of things or beginning of figuring this out, and putting that together. But and it feels like you have to listen to that inner intuition of which way to go. If you're not noticing it, but filling out that. And as you're writing the books, I am agreeing with Missy 110% getting public. So it's kind of like, you know what, for shits and giggles, for bleeps and giggles, she's like trying to decide if I want to be doing more. So yeah, that is one huge one. I feel like you need to be doing more, and more, pushing yourself. And I'm not going to say you're going to be sitting here doing readings, but using that a lot. But I am feeling like as you're getting on the public, as you're writing the books, you need to be doing lives. You need to be doing advertisement on it as you're going. So it's building that interest. God, I need to take this lesson myself. But literally build interest in you. So get a public profile page, start doing lives, start bringing people in, start talking about those books, bring yourself public and give people an awareness of who you are before they get to read about who you are. But it feels like you need to build those abilities too. Like really build those and hone those in, because I have a feeling that has something to do with your next 2 books.
So something else that I'm going to add in here, because I did decide to pull a card for you, and we have the Field of Dreams card.
Build it and they will come.
Right. I mean, basically build it and they will come, but also be patient, so like you have a lot of eggs laying there. Do you see that? And you're just kind of waiting for things to hatch and open. Now you do have some work to do to get there. Like I said, getting out there publicly, all of that kind of stuff is very important. But please be patient with yourself. Allow this to take the time that it needs to take. So just go with the flow, whatever this is. As far as the timing is concerned, for me, it feels like this is just going to take the time that it takes, and it has a lot more than to do with you. So this is one of their time, not your time kind of a something. Mm-hmm. And I think it's been going that way for quite some time now. So just still hang in there, be patient. Things are working in your favor as far as that goes.
Right. Perfect. Now, Kelly Kier, I want to let you know you're not alone out there in YouTube land, okay? They all filter into us through the station, all the questions do. So if you're on Facebook, you might see a lot more because I'm seeing off my Facebook page or the site's Facebook page. But the YouTube questions are filtering in also, my dear, okay? So don't feel like you're alone out there, okay? So who is next, Sir Todd? Who is next? Hopefully that helped, by the way, Miss Emily. Hopefully that helped. Elise, I would love to know how to choose what path of teaching I should follow first. Working on speaking with animals, mediumship development, psychic development, or card reading. I know which way to go because it's my favorite way, but what are you feeling?
I mean, okay, so I mean, maybe what I'm feeling is like follow your passions. So for me, if I were like, okay, which way to start teaching first, I would teach the thing that I am the most passionate about, and the one that I probably know the most about. And I don't know, are you new to teaching? Is this like a new kind of a something? It's so great. Like, you get to blend all of the stuff together anyway, to be honest with you. So, like, I don't know. If me personally speaking, would go with, yeah, my passions, which would be all of the above.
I'm going to hone in that a little bit more and push it just because of the card I picked. And I'm going to go all the above, yes, but I'm going to do the psychic mediumship. Okay. Psychic mediumship, not because animals aren't cool and cards aren't awesome, because it's all amazing. But I honestly don't feel like cards or animals is going to be your direction just because the card I picked. And I'm going to show it. Okay. It does say perfect setting, but let's ignore the perfect setting. Let's just look at what she's doing. Okay. And I feel like you need to work on the psychic mediumship, because that's literally when I read what kicked out to me, like, oh my God, let's go there. And of course, it's what I love to teach. But within that, I'm seeing, spirit art, spirit writing, that type of stuff. So it's more channeling of stuff is what I'm feeling with you. And I know right now you're going, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. You know what I mean? But, you wouldn't believe when you start with psychic and mediumship where it will take you. Because nobody knows. You never know what your journey is going to be. I always like, I want to be the spirit artist, blah, blah, blah. Spirit doesn't come through for me to draw anything. You put chalk in my hand, I'm going to have black hands. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it. But I do feel like, what, Elise, once you start going, she's like learning, not teaching. And that's okay. But once you start
going, that makes a difference.
Yeah, but once you start going, Elise, I really think you're going to find that you're going to find yourself evolving into things you never thought you would, or where you would go. So, start with the skills, start with your abilities, start with the basics, and then watch yourself grow, because I have a feeling you're going to do more spirit art or more channeled information in some aspect.
Yeah. I mean, go with whatever feels best. They're all parts of the same animal. I mean, every single one of those is going to get you there in the long run. I mean, just being very honest about that. I mean, to me, like, you start with the psychic stuff, that moves into mediumship stuff, then that moves into animal communication. Tarot cards helps you to, build your visual references, and they're all fantastic.
Exactly.
All of them.
Exactly. I love that. Hopefully that helped, Miss Elise. Who is up next? Bo Nielsen. Miss Bo or Mr. Bo. I'm not sure. Bo. Bo should probably be a man. Love and career is on my mind. What do you see? Any advice?
I hear music.
I was gonna say, it feels so enchanting. It feels.
I don't know.
And the funny thing is I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm
jazz.
Bo must be the man in the thing, and the thing says Totality Festival. I don't know what that is. I just feel so.
What are you looking at? His thing.
I just seen it. I thought it said tranquil. I kept feeling so peaceful and just so.
I just hear music in my brain, and it just feels super smooth and fluid and lovely.
Yeah, it's awesome. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just humming. I'm really trying to think about Bo here.
Thank you, Bo.
Mr. Bo.
Mr. Bo. I like that. You know what? I want to go with this for a second, Bo, because I feel like it's weird, because I feel tranquil. I feel peace. I feel calm with you. I feel all lovey-dovey on the inside. It feels like you are a person that has really done, it feels like a tremendous amount of work on yourself. A tremendous, because I just feel it all up in my heart. God, that sounds so bad, but in my heart center, my sacral up is just, it feels amazing, and it just feels like it exudes you in some way. Thank you. I'm feeling like with career, I don't know if you have a 9-to-5 job and a side job, or a 9-to-5 job and a side business, what is going on with you. But I feel like whatever's going on the side, or whatever your personal interest is, I feel like that's growing. I don't know if it's necessarily I don't want to call it taking over, but it feels like it's become a way of life for you. And I think that's why I'm feeling this with you, just so tranquil and peaceful. And like, this has become a way of life for you. And it feels like within that when that, I want to say modality within that, it just feels like you're starting to grow and almost becoming a presence. Like, I'm not sure if you're teaching or if it's something you can teach. Like I said, I don't even know what it is you do, but it just feels like that side modality of what you do could really become an avenue of teaching and exploring your own business or growing upon that. Um, I keep also hearing the words guru, which is really old way of saying something. But I'm not sure if you're a master at something or what's going on. Oh, I'm a sound healer. Thank you. That explains so much. I'm like,
That explains the music.
I
Because
feel
I
like I'm
feel
going
me. I can hear it
crazy
in my head.
because I feel like I'm going crazy. But I will tell you what, it feels like you need to take that and take that to another avenue. I feel like that's something it does. It feels like this is a place where you could go and really explore and really push it. I don't know if you're looking at making more of a presence for yourself. Per se, maybe doing tapes, oh my god, recordings, whatever it is, selling those, exploring those, getting those out.
You're
But it
old.
feels as if that you could be like a leader of this community of what you do, like a leader of this community is what it feels like, because it just feels like you've done so much work and you are such a presence. um I'm also going to tell you with the relationship right now, with love, I don't want to say love. I want to say, because it feels like you are all about love right now. You know what I mean? So I want to actually say relationship, but it almost makes me feel like relationships are here, like you hold them out here for some reason. And it almost makes me feel as if you've done so much work here, that it's almost like, do I want to let relationship in? Am I willing to test the time of, am I going to go back to old ways? Okay. So it feels like, now that you've done the work here, you need to learn to set those boundaries and go, okay, can I remain who I am today and still allow that relationship to come in? So when you're looking at that relationship, I want you literally to put out there that you're only willing to accept people in that are going to be not necessarily of like mind with what you do, but like mind as in keeping their own selves. You know what? You come together as assets to each other, but you do have your own individuality, and that they're not going to impose themselves on you. And it feels like that's one workplace you need to work with that aspect. Um, so it does feel like you need to do that right now. But again, you're going to be ready to bring those. You're ready. You want it. It's there. You want it. Like, I've done all this work, but oh my God, I don't want me to be stripped away again. Okay. So put into that universe and then put yourself with some boundaries. I'm seeing you, and I don't know how extreme you get, Bo, but I'm seeing you like literally having an application form in front of you. Like you go on a date and it's like, okay, question number one. Bingo. Question number two, not so much. Like you've dated some doozies. You've dated some doozies, and you've become those doozies because you date
Little
them.
wounded bird here
Yeah.
in the relationship department.
It just feels like when you go, he's laughing at me. When you go into this, it really feels as if you need to just really hold yourself, you know what I mean, and go for it. Okay. But again, put your boundaries up. Okay. You already know who you are. You've done the work, and go for that. Okay. I'm hearing take your own advice. Take your own advice.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Take
they're
the
telling
walls
me to
down
take
just
my
a
own
little bit
advice.
slowly.
Maybe they're telling me to take my own advice.
They're always slapping our own advice in our
telling you.
faces.
I
Well,
love
I was writing notes as she was talking about, I had music stars. For some reason, I just kept on seeing this card. I could just see this in my mind's eye. This is Archangel Orion. And I want to show you, like, his face is literally made up of stars. And he is the angel of manifestation and that kind of stuff. And, I mean, you're a sound healer, so you understand frequency and energy and that kind of stuff. And I think that you just need to, like, you are in the space of manifesting so much when it comes to work and that kind of stuff. And I think that you can probably apply that in the relationship arena as well. So it just feels like that is where your, fears, there's wounds, there's, stuff like that. And I think DeEttte had it perfectly, like, oh, I'm going to keep this stuff out there away from me because it's, kind of freaky and frightening at times to put yourself out there. But I would say just really start shifting, just like music, how it shifts how we feel about things in general. I mean, it shifts everything about us. I would say use the music that you're creating to help you in that relationship department as well. I think just a simple shift will help you to crumple up the application process.
Before we go on to the next one, Kelly Kier from YouTube, can you put up a question, darling? Instead of just a general, may I have a reading? And we would love to get to you. Okay, darling? So, oh my God, he says, wow, thanks. You were spot on. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome. Okay, who's next? Who's next? I get lost in these comments. We have got so many comments today, so much activity. I love this. Nancy Lynn, what do you see for me coming up this year?
You cock your head. What?
Me? I don't know. It's an energy thing, I think, because I go,
Yeah, I'm finding it. I always have these weird shifty eyes when I'm reading. It's like the information is out here somewhere. I can see it. I
think I'm just kind of like weeding through all the crap. You know what I mean? Like, get out of there, go. Oh my God, Nancy, I don't know what's going on, but I want to sing. I want to dance with you. And then I want to go, this is bogus. It's literally what I'm hearing. God, I don't know how much. Thank you. Okay, Kelly, we'll do yours next. Okay, darling. And that's exactly, I think, Nancy, with you coming through this next year, when I'm hearing that, this is bogus, I think you're done with the bleep, 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 bleep of what's been going on in your life. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. It's weird because I feel like you've had a lot on your heart. I feel like you've been carrying a lot. I think you've been doing a lot that maybe you don't want to do. I think you've been stuck in the shit. Oh my God, I'm going to swear a lot today. Just Shitstorm. Thank you. I think a lot's been going on, and I think you're finally. I really want to throw up my cards and go, bogus. I'm done. I'm done with the shitstorm. I'm done with everything, and I feel like this is your year for you. I really do. I think this is your year for you, that you're going to go, you know what? Piss on you guys. Piss on the world. I'm taking on me because nobody's cared about me anyway. So it's time for me to take me and run with it. I want to tell you with that, though, because then I hit my throat. Of course, I hit my throat. I hit right here. And it's kind of like, but who the hell am I? Oh, my God. Like, you've never really taken time for you. So it feels like you've taken time for everybody else, but you've never taken. So this is your year, number one, to say, you know what? I have got so many hours in the week, and I'm done giving them all away. I'm done giving them all away. So I'm going to maybe take a class. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you know what? You're going to find you, and it doesn't feel like it's going to take that long, because I think you've had thoughts about what you want to do and who you are. You just got to have, 40 hours. I'm hearing like 40 hours. That's not much. If you think about a work week, 40 hours is jack crap in a work week, and you just need a little bit of time to pull you together, and then just say, get the hell out of my way. I'll do it my damn self. You know what I mean? And start doing it. Because it does feel like maybe you've asked for some help or some assistance here and there, and you don't get it. You don't get it. So there you go. So it feels like this is your year for you, that you're going to run with it.
I like it.
I love it.
Take time for you. Tell everyone to piss off, just like DeEttte said. And I mean, honestly, just in the way that, I think it feels frustrating. That's how I feel. And so I think she's right on.
I love that. I like it. Sometimes the fewest words are the best. Miss Kelly Kier, she has been waiting. She's over on YouTube. Thank God. Like I said, everybody, you can go to YouTube and find us. So she says, thank you, because I give me a question. But she's like, regarding publishing my voice method, help her. Help. That's her question. She wanted a reading, but regarding her publishing my voice method. I love that. I also love how today has been really geared about finding ourselves, using our voice, communication, being who you are.
Have you had to change people that you've worked with or something, or are you working with someone? One of the first things that comes to my mind is making sure that I'm working with the right people. Really comes to the forefront of my brain, to be honest with you. And so I don't know if you've had issues with working with someone, or if, like in my case, I've taken on way more than I can chew. And so I need to find someone to work with because, well, there's things that I'm just not the greatest at, and that's okay. But I do like that is what comes up for me. And so, but it's all about making sure that it's with the right people. That's where I go here, right there.
Right. You know what? I feel you 110% because I'm getting her needing to put together a team. Do
you need help, Kelly? Are you feeling like you're stuck?
I feel like she needs to put together a team. You know what I mean? Put together a team of people. I feel like that, Joy, is what you need to do because it feels like you are by yourself trying to do this, like you just said. But I'm seeing literally a team coming together. So, a team does not mean you have to have like major artists and major publishers and all that around you. That is not what that means. It really does mean bringing people together to help support you, to help, kind of put this out there, get this out there. So it could be literally just, I keep seeing a recording studio. So I don't know if that's what you're doing, but I keep seeing a recording studio. And I feel like it's got to be taken to that level somehow, but bringing people together to do this because it's no secret. I'm a huge fan of Mike Dooley. I love Mike Dooley. I don't know if anybody else knows who he is, but go check him out. And it feels like you need that. It feels like you need that Mike Dooley experience where you don't need a crap ton of people. You just need a few that come in to say, hey, we need to do this. We need to do, like Missy was saying.
They have their specialties. Like I know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. You know what I mean? And at this stage of the game, like I'm just in a space of I need help to do X, Y, Z. So I agree. Like it just feels like there needs to be a team. I like it. Yeah.
I like the team aspect. I'm also seeing like, you know what, in publishing, you're looking at written. I'm telling you written, but don't take away the studio because it feels like this needs to go to
what's a voice thing? Is there a studio in that? I would think.
I don't know. It could be a written word. You know what I mean? Right. Written on a method. It could be that way, but I'm seeing like you need to make it audio too. So make it both ways. So if you're doing a book publishment or publish on that aspect, make sure you do it audio too. So that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I mean that's I stay right there too.
I love it.
Help is what.
Perfect. We have time for one more. Lisa Rogers. Hey Lisa, please, any messages where to go with my life path or direction?
Up, forward, up, forward. So, I mean, honestly, I think that you know what you'd like to do, Lisa, to be honest with you. That kind of like, I think that those thoughts are there. And I think that you just kind of like hold yourself back from those things. So I'm going to tell you to move up or forward. Just take some steps. That's what I want to say to you. Just like take a step. Just start baby stepping in that direction. Not allowing yourself to get caught up in self-doubt or the should-haves, could-haves, what am I supposed to's, all of that kind of stuff.
And Lisa, I know I recently did a reading for you, but for some reason I feel, and I don't know if this is an extension of that reading, but so much incredible sadness right now. And I feel like God, I just feel like I'm in on myself and I can't talk, but I feel like right now you're just kind of in this place of what the hell's life for? What's going on? God, she's going to have me crying because I just feel all this. I feel like I've been ripped apart. I just feel like I've been torn apart and ripped apart and going, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know which way to go. I don't even know how to breathe, let alone anything else. And this was what I think it is, Lisa. I am so incredibly sorry. But I agree with Missy. And I'm thinking those small steps. And I feel it is the small steps. It's the small steps. It's taking one step at a time. It's, I don't want to say remaking your life, but doing everything with purpose and taking small steps and really thinking, what do I want to do? What's it mean? Which direction am I going? What do I want to do? Because I feel like you want to be a voice now for the voiceless, and that type of thing, and going forward. And I also have to say, I don't know if you're coming over to Eau Claire next week or not, but I almost want to say I can't wait to see you. And I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you that. So I hope all this helped, Lisa. I hope it helps.
Well, just keep on up and forward, so
Yeah.
now she's making me sad and I have no idea what happened, but I just know that, if we take teeny tiny steps every day just to move into a different direction, a better direction, a feel good direction, all of those things, those are the things that are going to help you. And sometimes that's all that you have are those baby steps every day. Don't be in a hurry. But your life path, whatever's happened here, the big things are always somehow intentionally put into our path. And these are, as crappy as it might be, they're learning moments. And eventually, we get to look back and see what that has given us. And so I did pull a card for you, and it was the Moonlight card. And the Moonlight has everything to do with intuition and that kind of stuff. But it also has a lot to do with healing and allowing yourself to be recharged with new energy and that kind of stuff. But, as you're going through hard times or times of grief or times of whatever, that comes in little doses along the way.
Yeah, I felt like I needed to pull a card for her too. And I think it's funny because I got pulled this, it's pause.
Yeah.
It's taking a minute. And it's funny because when I got the deck yesterday or Saturday, I just bought it. This is a card I pulled for myself. And I thought, what the hell is that? And this card is just about taking a moment to reflect on who you are, where you're at, what you're doing, why you're doing it. Really, it's just being in the present time. And that's what it's about. It's taking a breath and being right now. It's not being about yesterday. It's not about being tomorrow. It's about being present and taking reflection of the present moment you're in, noticing the little things, sometimes when you come through a gateway, you need to stop and just take it all in. And I feel that's what this is about right now, is just taking it all in. So be present right now. Okay.
And allow yourself the feels. Just saying that too.
Yes.
Those are important.
Yes. It's huge. It's huge. Absolutely huge. So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for showing up today. Oh my God, what a great day it's been. What a great day. What an amazing, amazing, awesome day it's been. So how can people find you, Missy? Other than coming to me, and other come to your show on Wednesday, how can they find you?
You can find me just by hanging out on Facebook at Missy Hart Intuitive Medium, or you can check out my website, missyhart.com.
I love that. And trust me, we are going to talk more about this retreat, guys, because I'm not letting her out of this.
Yeah.
And we are so going to do this.
It's a very interesting choice of words, DeEttte. I'm not letting her out of this.
I'm not
like you know me or something.
Well,
that was very interesting.
It locks me in, and that means we're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? It means we're not going anywhere. So I love it. Oh, that's Mary funny. Smith is telling everybody to send her a personal friend request. Please don't. Please don't. Come on. That's a jack name to start with.
What is ACE? ASE. You are blessed.
You are blessed.
ACE.
I don't know. I always think it's pretty cheesy when somebody goes to somebody else and goes, oh, look at me too. Look at me. At least use your real name. At least use your real name. You know what I mean?
Really just what is, ASE.
I don't know. But trolls are trolls, guys. People like this, they're trolls. That's all they are. So, and thank you, Michael, for coming and spend the day with us. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate everybody. I can't wait to see everybody again. Okay. So, again, if you watch this afterwards, please, please, please put hashtag replay so that we know you're watching, and you can share even in the replay, guys. This is DeEttte Renee here with School Through Spirit on WLTK-DB.